Paranormal activity has been said to be seen since the dawn of time. In fact, a Harris poll from 2013 found that 42% of Americans say that they believe in ghosts. That is almost half of the US population. With these statistics, my group and I wanted to dive more into the subject of paranormal activity. In this documentary, we will be exploring the in-depth field of paranormal activity around the Texas State University campus and some of the historic legends behind it. We will not be just exploring the myths, legends, and locations, but also the question of why these legends are still prevalent today, and why people continue to believe and swear by them. We will be shooting and exploring several locations across campus, such as the University Campus Ministry, Old Main, and the Taylor Murphy History Building. The first place we will be exploring is the University Campus Ministry. Legend has it that a pastor who used to preach there long ago had a boy who used to play in the courtyard. One day, while the boy was playing with his ball, it slipped out of his hand and fell into the street. Unfortunately, when the boy was retrieving the ball, he was hit by a car and died. His father, the pastor, was so distraught by this that he went crazy and carved unusual phrases into the walls of the church. Some say that the ghost of the boy still lurks the courtyard at night. Interested by this story, we went around and questioned students about their experience at the courtyard. This is Caroline's Frost story.
For orientation, we went on a moonlight tour about scary ghost stories on Texas State's campus. So we talked about that, and it was kind of weird. It was dark, it was scary, it was a little creepy. It's an old church, so I bet there is some paranormal activity going on here.
Later that night, we decided to check out the courtyard ourselves.
So this is supposedly the memorial he built for, I guess his kid when he died. Like the pastor. So this is interesting parts of that.
Yeah.
So supposedly this is where, after his son died and his wife died, he lost it and started carving phrases and sayings and words into the wall. And though they patched it all up with new paint, you can still see some of the shit behind it. Though they patched it all up, they kept one of the major quotes, which is "Be still and know that I am God." And that's it's creepy, right?
And you said the balls in the road?
Yeah, apparently you can hear balls in the road or tire screeches all the time. But apparently, so this road used to go all the way through campus, and then just stop right here. So it's supposedly busier, almost like a main street.
Okay.
Yeah, because it used to go all the way up through that spot.
The next place we will be exploring is the Old Main building. Legend has it that a woman during World War II received news that her husband died in the war. She was so saddened by this news that she jumped off from the third-story balcony and immediately died from the fall. Ever since the incident, students and faculty have reported some unusual activity, such as strange noises and even hearing footsteps when the building is completely empty.
Honestly, I've heard about some stories. I heard about a lady during World War II. She fell down the stairs or something like that. And walking on campus one day, I did hear some footsteps, and it creeped me out. After that, I just told my friends, and I started getting weird chills in the area. I brought them over, but whenever I brought them over, we couldn't hear anything.
When night fell, we decided to check out the historic building. We gathered up the stairs to find where the lady supposedly killed herself. Many people say this is where the lady decided to kill herself. Walking through the halls, you get sort of an eerie feeling. You see very strange architecture that most buildings do not have. Although we did not witness anything paranormal, I felt a very strange sensation the whole time I was at Old Main. Our last visit was the Taylor Murphy History Building. It was built in 1951 as the Fine Arts Building to house the music department. In 1983, the Fine Arts Building was remodeled and renamed the Taylor Murphy History Building. Many people question this remodel because legend states that in the 50s the courtyard of Taylor Murphy was a daycare for children. One day, the daycare was set on fire and killed a few kids. And legend states that if you listen closely enough, you will hear the sound of laughing children.
So have you ever heard of any paranormal activity happening in this courtyard?
Yeah, I was actually brought here during the scary tour during NSO, and they told me a story where 3 kids had died under a fire here, and every time I actually walk under here, I get these chills and I get kind of scared.
Later that night, we went to go explore the building. After exploring the building, we found nothing even remotely paranormal. We actually found this building more peaceful than any other place we've been to so far. Altogether, our group concluded that the ghost stories at Texas State are just scare tactics to scare the incoming freshmen, due to the fact that there is little to no evidence on the validity of these stories. But we have to ask ourselves, why do some people still believe in ghosts when there's no scientific evidence? According to Christopher French, a professor of psychology at the University of London, what we have is people trying to make sense of something to them that seems inexplicable. So you get the misinterpretation of noises or visual effects that do have normal explanations, but not one that people can think of. People assume that if they cannot explain something in natural terms, then it must be something paranormal. This explains why so many are quick to conclude that anything they can't explain must be paranormal activity. On the other hand, science has been proven wrong many times. Maybe we might actually be seeing a ghost.